Fine. Last time we have seen last time like we understood basic logic of writing loops. Today we'll be going one step ahead. We'll be doing some basic interview questions which are considered or asked at the time of the interview. And if this is solved, they understand it, you can script it properly. So what are those questions? Let's start. The first question is convert your string into reverse order. So when you think of converting your string into reverse order, falling point has to be considered. Fine. So this is a small example. This can be done with the help of for loop also, and it can be done with the help of while loop also, both. Fine. Second, first you should be able to accept a string. To accept a string, we'll be using a function which is called as prompt. So this prompt accepts the data into string format and stores into str variable. Now user may enter or may not enter the string, or he can just cancel. So we have to check is string empty or null. If user had not entered anything or the string is null, then we have to display a message that is invalid string into red color and the size of 24. If string is entered, then we'll be using a readymate function, that is property of string data type, that is length. So length indicates how many number of characters it holds. So that is stored into I. And when you are trying to print data, a string in reverse order, we'll be using a special function called as char. In short, I can say today we have to use three basic properties. This was prompt, which was earlier told to you. Then write is also document.write is also is known by you. That is for display purpose. Prompt is to accept user input. This is a new thing, which is string.length. So it indicates how many characters were there. And next, this is char add. So this is a special string function. So char add. So it's a character at ith location. And what is ith location? That is maximum length. So if I enter 3 letters word, then it works on that basis. So let's start this and see if I'm writing, I'm just copying this because it has been explained. I expect you people to do it. So I'm just not retyping it. So I go into my lecture folder. Here. And I'll be seeing control statements, practice. So I copy this data, just paste it up. Now I require browser to open it. So I'm into browser and opening it. Just make sure the file is being saved. Drag and drop into browser, it runs. So it should first prompt for a string. It's refreshing. There is some problem here after copy paste also. Let's check out what are the problems. I think this is this thing commented? I think this is commented. I remove this comment because I think I have written all 3 programs in one only. I just uncommented this and refresh it again. Is this thing saved? Refresh. Let's debug now. This is the data. This is the script. It is showing one error here. It is saying some token kind of error at the line of 12. So it shows here. So I can go into code line number 12. I think this script tag has come twice. It was copy of old one, so I think it is creating problem. Refresh. Yeah, it is asking user to enter string. I just say cancel. It shows me invalid character. I refresh it again. I enter string now. Raj space. See, there are 6 letters and one is space, so it becomes 7. So it prints Raj into reverse order. Let's check it out. Let's print Raj in reverse order. Fine. This is the, if you want to display your existing string also, you can do it, no problem. Because just before reversing it, you can display it. I can just say current string, and at the end I'll be saying this is into red color. I have to change this part. I'll be concatenating it. For concatenation, we'll be using plus operator. We don't want the red color, we want color that is green. So that is done. In that case, we want to display a string. The string is stored into this variable. I copy that variable, pasted it here. And now I am to go to new string after printing it. So I'll be using /br. Fine. Let's check it again. Refresh. This is Raj. Yeah, it prints current string as Raj and reverse string as Jar. The font is height 1, so it is displaying in capital. That is okay, fine. So the second example, which is asked at the time of the interview. Have you seen this? You'll be surprised if those who are conducting interviews are interested in your core knowledge. And to get this knowledge, you require really efforts. You have to do a lot many programs. At least you have to invest 2 or 3 hours per day in just practicing this kind of examples. Next, we'll be going for step next, that is star pattern. This indicates what kind of logic you are having. So when it comes to star pattern, it's a concept of loop inside another loop. So basically, I can say this is a concept of loop in other loop, technically called as nesting, or you can say nested loop. So in this example, interview checks, are you having ability to loop inside another loop, or if inside another if, or switch inside another switch. That is very important because that indicates what is the kind of skill you are having into logics. So let's start with that. So to print this, I'll be having 2 loops. This is my first loop. I'll be doing this with the help of for loop. This is my first loop. So this is my outer loop. So outer loop, I call this as R, and for inner loop, I call this as a column. I print star and use /n to display it. Let's check it out. How it happens and how the things are going to work. Fine. So when you say star, that means you will be having lot many rows and columns. So I come here, I copy this. I prefer using star. So this is the code. Now what is way to print any kind of star? So we'll be saying where row, that is number of rows we want to have. I can consider this as ij also, it makes no difference. Fine. But in the case of R, I can say I want how many rows I want. I want rows. So I want R is equal to start 1 till R less than equals to 5, R plus plus. Then this will be proceeding with further. We'll be saying document dot write and we'll be displaying star. We'll be displaying star here. Fine. So what happens? I think this should display and 5 stars. So I come here, I drag and drop program here. It is displaying 5 stars. Now what is a nested loop? That means inside this loop, R loop, I am inserting one more loop. So I start with this again, second loop. I'll be saying for again. This is to count number of columns. Fine. So I'll be saying column C less than equals to 5 column plus plus. So this loop starts here and it ends here. So what happens? This outer loop executes one time and inner loop is going to execute for 5 times. Again outer loop is going to execute one time. Again this is start from 1 to 5. So again 5 times. So third time again 5 times. Fourth time again 5 times. Fifth time again 5 times. So it keeps moving into 5 times. So 5 into 5 becomes 25 times. So if I save this program and refresh it, I'll be getting 25 stars. So I have to get this star after 5 down. So what to do? To get anything down printed, you have to do a very small thing. You have to come here. I'm in the outer loop here now. I'll be saying yes, come to new line. So in HTML, you specify new line by saying /br. So this is done. It comes after every fifth line down, and that is done. Fine. This is the basic logic to print star. What's the same program you want to do? I think it's the same program. See, we are printing pattern of stars. Fine. Next, this is again a most important question. Here we are going to find one string inside another string. So we should be able to accept two kinds of strings, two strings here. Fine, and printing it. Achha, one more thing I forgot. See, basically I've given yesterday this basic homework, but still I want you people to search what are string functions, what are match functions, what are array functions, and what are date functions. So there are a lot many functions which are there. Like mostly asked in the interview functions are what is length function, uppercase, replace, search, and slice. Slice is mostly used for like it is mostly used with what string functions. I refer this site. I think this will be having some benefit for you people just to understand different kind of functions here. So if it comes to string C, it comes to string function here. This comes to numerical function here. This comes to number functions. This is array functions. See array, splitting of array and so on. Then we are going to sort. Sort is again an important activity. Next is date. So date is very important. This is the system date we are going to get on. And these are math functions. Pi, round, power, and so on. One of the reasons, see, I'm not promoting this site, but I want to just know you people that there are some important functions which are available on other sites also, and I don't mind anyone promoting it because these people have also done a good work here. Fine. So this is the basic. I think my students should have this kind of knowledge. That means they should be expertise into string functions, match functions, array functions, and date functions. And unless and until they practice and do on that, it's of no use. Your today's homework is to find at least 30 functions from string, match, array, and date. So your skill is automatically increased. And those are built-in functions. I don't want you people to write your own functions. You try to use this built-in functions because what we normally do in industry, we use most of the times built-in functions. Mostly with arrays, dates, and match functions, and strings too. This is what we use, and I also refer this site. The URL is also given here. You can just check it out. Fine. Thank you.